Hey, my name is Ahmed Gibera. I'm in Professor Raza lab, and my serial number is 101446744. So in this short video, I'll try to show what I can hear for a program for a retail store that allows me to calculate the discount for my employees when they buy any items. So I try to implement every requirement as I can, and I'll be able to show you now. So for the the menu page, I created, as you guys asked, the dashes above, dashes all at the top, around, and at the bottom. And I made 5 different cases: create employee, create item, make purchase, allow employee, sorry, and exit. And if I go scroll down the create employee page, I try to create the create employee, and I made a list because we're gonna have, as you guys require, the list should contain employee ID, name, type, year's worth, total purchase, and total discount, and employee discount number. So I try to validate in here the ID for the employee. It cannot be it cannot be same. It cannot be two employees with the same ID. So it has to be unique. So it cannot be matching any of the employee at the list. And if that was validated, it was to like input and the employee name. Same thing again. The employee name has to be a name. It cannot be numbers. And from there, it goes to enter employee type. There's an hourly and there's a manager. So the user has to type hourly or manager to decide type what type of employee he is. And if the input was not hourly or manager, it's gonna throw up the invalid employee type, and it's gonna say try again. And then the years worked. So if we enter the years work, again, I'll validate by, if the input is not the right input, it's gonna ask for a right number for the years. And by default, the total budget is 0 and total discount is zeros. Those are default values that I have. And for the employee discount, the number it also has to be a unique number. It cannot be matching with any other employee. They cannot have the same discount because the manager could be having at like the extra 10%, which is not allowed to the hourly. So that's why it has to be unique. And my data, as was mentioned here, I have to make a dimensional array that have the employee name, ID, name, type, in years worth, total purchase, and total discount. I implement it in here. And that's how we collect the data. In it has to ask if I need to add another employee, or if I press no, it's gonna end it right there. If I press yes, it goes back to add a new employee again from the start by entering an ID. If we go to create item page, and in this create item page, I'll try to follow the item numbers and the item name in the post. And as I use two-dimensional list to create and save the information for each of the lists that consists of similar information as follows: the item, name, and cost. So I've validated input validation for all three. For example, the item number has to be a number, and it cannot be similar to any other item ID, so it has to be unique again. The item name It has to be string. It cannot be null value. It's not allowed. So you have to actually give it the item name. If not, the system will show that an item name cannot be empty or try again. And for the cost, again, I used float and has also it has to be validated again. It cannot be negative. It has to be the item cost has to be greater than 0. So at least a $1 or cents it could be. And if the input is not right, it has to be validated again by putting the valid number in. That's the array I'm gonna have. The list is gonna be item number, item name, and cost. And it's gonna again give an option if that I need to add another items or not. By pressing no, it's gonna break it right there. And if I press yes, again it goes back up to input item ID. For any expected value error, it has to put the system is gonna print the invalid input. Please validate the number again. Scrolling down here, you guys ask for making a purchase. In the purchase, I went with the optional one by printing with the format. That's what I used here. If you can notice, I made it as a format. And for the making a purchase, and I'm gonna use both lists. I'm gonna use the employee list and the item list both. And when making a purchase, the system is gonna ask for the employee ID to know what employee is making the purchase, and based on that, I can tell what is the discount he will be able to have, if he's gonna have only the 2%, or if you're gonna have the 2% extra 10% if he's manager, or it depends on the years that he worked. So in here, and basically, if we run it, it's gonna start with like it's gonna display the list of items that I have. By displaying it, and I can just put the number that I want, like one of the items that I want to purchase by clicking enter. It's gonna make the purchase. If the employee still have a percentage of the discount, he will be able to use it. If not, he will be charged with the full price. And by doing this, the item list, I mean here, if you come here, the base discount, as you guys mentioned here, it should be 2%. Yeah, 2% for each year, and the maximum is going to be 10 year. So that's the year work times 0.02. And an additional discount is going to be for the manager. It's going to be the base discount plus the 1% the 10% that you have as manager. And for the hourly, you guys say it has to just 2% discount. They will also allow to not they will not allow to be received more than 200. So it cannot exceed 200. As you can see here. And the way to calculate the discount, there's going to be a remaining discount limit. So if it goes like more than exceed the 200, it's gonna again charge with the full price. If they still have any percentage left, they will be able to use his discount. And the discount charge is gonna be like the base discount and the remaining discount limit times the items, the item name that he got. And to calculate it, it's gonna be item cost is gonna be equal to item name times 1 and minus the discount percentage. So how much you got, it depends on how much you got discount, it's gonna be minus from the total price. And in these 2 points, the successfully applied is gonna be the percentage how much he got, and the remaining cost limit is gonna be the remaining for the cost whatever he left as a discount for him that he will be able to use in the future. And if it was any non-valid input, it's gonna tell you again the this item is not there. Try again, or or for example, it's gonna be no employee found. If you press any wrong ID, you it's not no it's not any ID of your employees. It's not gonna allow. In here, so guys, that's the depth for display all of the employees summary. Also went with option one again. I used the print with the format. So it's gonna display all the employees by their IDs, names, in type, in the years, total purchase, total discount, and the employee discount number. In all is gonna be shown in here as option one. It says print with the format. And at the end, if I go to my list to display, there'll be my list, my employee list in my item list, post them again. And while true, I'm gonna run my program. While true, yeah, it has to display the choice. And the choice is gonna be again an input to enter the choice 1 to 5, because I have 5. Create an employee, create an item, make a purchase in all employee salary and exit. By pressing 1, choice 1, I'm gonna be having create an employee. So it's gonna ask for ID. For example, if I press enter, it's gonna say invalid input, please try. So if I give him an ID number 1, it goes to enter the employee name. If I press enter again as a null value, it goes to, and again, it shows that it cannot be empty. And if I press 1, for example, it's gonna reject it. I'm gonna have to work on this one. So I think I changed it again. And for example, the hourly or manager, that's the two types that we have. So I'm gonna go with hourly. And now I'm gonna go with 2 years work. So that's 4% discount he will be have. And the discount number, I'm just gonna match it with the ID for now. And then again, they're gonna give me the option for I wanna add another employee, yes or no. So I'm just gonna stop no now for now. It goes again back to the main menu. So if I have an employee, I'm gonna go with create an item. I'm just gonna create an item. Item number is gonna be number 1 again. Item name is gonna be, let's say, book for now. And that book costs like $50. It's gonna give me the option if I wanna add more or not. So I'm gonna stop here. Goes again back to main menu. So by having the employee and having an item, now I can proceed with making the purchase. I want to make purchase. It's gonna ask me what employee wants to make the purchase. And as you guys remember here, I put number 1 as an ID. So I'm just gonna say employee 1 is gonna make a purchase. It's gonna display his name and his ID. So as name I bought 1. So I should have given a proper name. But again, the items is gonna show me the items that are available, item numbers. Number 1, the item name was book and it costs 50 as declared up there. Do I want to make a purchase? I can go ahead and buy the item by its number by pressing 1, or if I don't want to buy it, I just by pressing 0 it's gonna be finished. Even though I just made the purchase, and you guys can see I made a purchase and it stopped, it goes back again. I go to all employee summary by pressing 4. So, first choice before display will play some which is employee list. It's not defined. So, think I didn't run it, maybe? I'm sorry. Give me a sec. Let me run that. It's gonna go again quickly. I create an employee ID number one. My name's comma hourly. Work 2 years. Scan number one. No. Create an items. Item number one. Go across 50. No. Now I'm gonna try to make a purchase. Employee ID number one. Name is Ahmed and I want to buy book number one. And from here, go zero. Summary. Okay, sorry, because I think I didn't run it out first. But here's the summary of the all employee summary. He's gonna show me all the employees that I have. For now, I have only my name as one employee that works hourly, and I work 2 years. If you guys remember, each year have 2%, so the discount is gonna be 4%, and an additional 2% for the hourly works. I try to make it bigger a little bit. So it's gonna be employee ID, employee name, my type, the year worked is 2 years, total purchase. If you guys remember, the book was 50. Total purchase that I made, and the discount number. I mean, total discount was $3, and the discount number is 1. So that being said, I'll try to add a manager, for example. Create an employee ID number 2. His name is going to be Mike. He's a manager. And he worked for 2 years again. And his discount number is number 2. I'm gonna go just make a purchase with the same item again. But now it's ID number 2. He wants to buy a book. As you can see, again, it displays my ID in my name. And I'm gonna make a purchase for number 1. I'm gonna press 0 to finish. Or the remaining discount still shows that I still have $193 discount. In the reason why it is 14% applied, because he works 2 years and each year is 2%, but because he's a manager, it adds 10%. If I go to summary now again, they show me again I have employee number 2, his name, type, years worked, total purchase, and discount. As you can see the difference between an hourly worked in a manager. And by pressing 5, I can exit the program. So here's my little program that I made. Here's my name, student number, and my professor. And I know there's a room to improve it, but I hope to get feedback. Thanks so much.